guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a what's in my dance bag video. I always find them kind of interesting, even if you don't dance. It's kind of cool sometimes to see what people have in their bags. I don't know, just something to watch. And for all my regular dancers out there, you can kind of see what I have, maybe end up getting some of the things that I have that you don't. Can use it also as a checklist. That's what I would do when I would like binge watch these before Nutcracker, just to make sure I have everything I need ready for the theater so I don't forget anything. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So as a lot of you may know, especially those that know me, I'm kind of a crazy bag lady. Like, I've never been the type to have just like one dance bag that I've gotten off of Discount Dance and like always use it. I like always need to have a couple different options, and I like to have at least 2 bags. They don't have to be big, just like regular bags, not dance bags, that I kind of make into my own. So this first one, I'm going to show a better video in a second. It's just a Coach bag. I think my mom got it for me. Someone had given it to her. So she wasn't using it anymore. It's perfect for me. Has all these little zippered pockets, little places. Really convenient for storing like all those essentials I'm going to show you in 1 second. Usually that's the home for all those. And then I have at least one or more regular tote bags. Like Flying Tiger has some really cute ones. This one I got from Urban Outfitters actually a while ago. It's nice. I'll put like my leotards, tights, skirts usually go in here, and Pointe shoes. Whereas here, like I said, those essentials. I can shove my flat shoes in here with the emergency kit you'll see in a second. Just little things like that. So starting with some essentials, every dancer knows they need to have a stitch kit of some sort in their bag, because you never know when you're going to have part of your ribbon snap or elastics. You always need to have something to sew with. So I have just this regular simple white thread with a little needle on there. This usually I'll use for my ribbons. And then I also have the bun head stitch kit. It came with like a peach thicker thread, which is good for elastic sewing usually. And it came with 2 needles that are a little bit thicker than this one. I actually threw some dental floss in here because sometimes I just feel more comfortable using that. But for the shoes that I currently have, they're a little bit thicker, so I definitely need the stronger needles, or it would be nearly impossible to sew the shoes. I could use the thinner one, but it would definitely take much longer to accomplish that, and you all know, if you're a dancer, that you don't necessarily want to spend hours and hours sewing your shoes. Kind of just want to get it done so you have it prepared for whatever class or rehearsal you need. And then in one of the pockets of that Coach bag I just showed you, I have this little, it's really cute, totally appropriate for the season. It's a little Nutcracker bag, and I keep my like emergency essentials in here. So I'll show you. Keep like Band-Aids, some more gum, whatever I need. Also, usually I'll have some Advil or Tylenol in there. You never know when you're gonna need it. So then moving on to more Pointe shoe stuff. Every dancer usually has some toe pads in their bags to choose from. I don't always like using toe pad because I really like to feel the floor. But I have a couple different options for when I do decide to. The Bun Head's regular toe pads. They're thinner, I think, on this side and a little bit thicker on that side. You can see they're basically brand new because I haven't really used them. Personally don't really like these that much. I just keep them as like an emergency thing in case I need something. They're there. Also, like, I've had instances where my friend is like, oh no, I lost my one toe pad. I have one, and I can just give them these or one of them, whatever they need to borrow, because there's nothing worse than thinking you have your toe pads all set up and then realizing they're at home, because that doesn't help you for class. So a couple years ago I saw the Perfectfit Pointe toe pads on Instagram, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Basically it's like a mold that they sent you, and then you mold it to your foot to make a toe pad that's not necessarily to cushion your foot, but to fill in all the spaces where there's like an empty space in your shoe. So mine ended up looking something like this. As you can see, they're still pretty thin. You just have areas where my toes aren't touching the shoe necessarily, and those fill it up. So I feel a lot less pain and pressure on my toes when I'm dancing. They're really comfortable. Like I said, it's not like you're adding, it's just kind of filling in the spaces that need to be filled in. So I think as far as toe pads go, if I'm going to use a toe pad, I prefer these because I can still feel the floor. It's not getting in the way of my performance or anything like that. So I definitely recommend these. And this is a little life hack that I just discovered recently. Normally I like to have like a roll-on perfume in my bag, but the other day I was at CVS, so I just got little lavender essential oil roll-on, which is nice because then you smell good. But I didn't have anything to numb my toes for Pointe. Non-dancers, sometimes we'll use like Aura gel or something. We'll rub something on our feet so that way, especially if you have bunion pain, it'll numb it a little bit. So just rolls on like this. So I've been putting it on my feet, and one, that's good because it smells really nice. Everyone's like, oh, what is that smell? And when I take off my shoes, that smell stays the same, doesn't smell bad, which is helpful when you're dancing like 8 hours a day. But also the lavender is soothing, relaxing, whatever. It'll numb areas that you rub it on. So I've been doing that specifically for my bunions because sometimes they get a lot of pressure, and it's been working really great. So I definitely recommend getting it. It's not that expensive. I think maybe it was $5, and it's a pretty decent sized bottle, and if you're not using it all the time, it'll last you. So for dancers preparing for Nutcracker, you might want to invest in one of these. And then another essential that I always like to have in my bag is gum or mints of some sort. So right now I'm using the Trident Tropical Twist. I'll just use whatever the store has usually. Switch it up every now and then it's nice to like feel refreshed before heading into the studio for class or in between rehearsals. And then another thing I like to keep in my bag, I always feel like I need to wear lipstick for class and rehearsals. I don't know why, I just feel more professional and put together for the day. So this is the Burt's Bees blush. You can see that. It's pretty natural. I'm actually wearing it right now. And it might seem silly, but I like to put this on. It just feels more complete and like I'm ready to go on with my day. And I'll also keep just regular lip balms in my bag. Don't have any right now, which reminds me I need to get some. So getting on the topic of shoes, just for basic ballet class when I need a flat shoe, I've been wearing the Body Wrappers Angelo Luzio, I don't know if I say that right, flat shoes. I'll show you some videos here so you can see. They're pretty thin. I feel like I can feel the floor in them, which is my goal. Sometimes I feel like flat shoes get in the way of my dancing, like especially when they're new. If you're trying to turn and it's just like bulky, it's not a fun feeling at all. So I feel like these are pretty flattering to show off your lines, and yeah, pretty comfortable too. And then as far as Pointe shoes go, I just recently switched, I think really only a couple months ago, to the Block Euro stretch. It has like a split sole design. I'm actually going to do another video discussing my Pointe shoe journey, I guess, how I ended up with these, because I've been in so many different brands over the years. So yeah, I'll explain more about how they feel, so if anyone's interested in trying them out, you'll have like a little review on them. Definitely let me know if you'll be interested in hearing my opinion on the shoe, and I'll definitely film a video about it. And the only other shoe that I need in my bag right now is something to wear when I'm teaching, because I just recently started doing that, and I've also been helping out with rehearsals. So these, you can see, for all the dancers out there, you've probably seen your teachers, I know I have, like growing up especially, wearing these when they're helping with rehearsals or just teaching class. They're really supportive, definitely very comfortable. So I'll just throw these in my bag if I know that I'm going to be helping out with rehearsals or teaching that day, because I've gone through instances where I've worn just my flat shoes to teach, and like I would teach for 5 hours and my feet would like end up knotted like in the arches, which is not good because I need to still dance the next day. so this has helped relieve a lot of pain. And I found when I'm teaching pointe class to younger kids, I can still go on pointe because they have that little flat tip at the bottom. I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing 32 fouettes on pointe in these, but you can definitely get your point across when teaching. Now moving on to the fun stuff, skirts. I feel like everybody has one of these. It's just a regular black bullet point skirt. Every non-dancer right now is probably so confused. They're like, what is this? What is a bullet point? It's like that high-low cut, easy to wear for any class. Usually I only wear this, I don't know, like for center or pointe sometimes, or if I'm wearing black tights, I'll throw this on over just to like extend the lines. And then my favorite part, I have a couple Aurora skirts. Usually I try to only keep 2 or 3 skirts in my bags at a time, because it can get overwhelming to keep track of. So right now for rehearsals, especially Nutcracker, I've been using this Aurora skirt. It's the Juliet. It's a little bit longer, which is perfect for rehearsing partnering steps. I'm Marie in our Nutcracker, so I have to do the lead Snow Paw with my partner, and it's nice to practice with something that's similar to the costume I'm going to be wearing, because sometimes when you're not rehearsing with anything and then you jump to the costume, it's kind of a shock. So I've been using this the entire rehearsal process, just so my partner and I are used to it. And here's another one of the skirts, Aurora skirts that I have. This one is the Sugar Plum. And like I said, it's that high-low cut, very pretty, and this is the vanilla trim. I have another longer Aurora skirt. I forget what style this is, just not good. Just in white. It's pretty, very flattering. All of her Aurora skirt styles usually have like a high-low thing going on. I'm actually an ambassador for them. I'm definitely going to put her shop in the description box, so if you're curious, definitely be sure to check that out and use my discount code to get a discount. I don't know why I said it like that. It's Gray Skirt. I'll put it on the screen right here, and I'll also list that below too. So if you are curious or interested in getting a skirt, you can do so. Okay, and then just getting into basic stuff. Usually I'll keep an extra pair of tights. I wear the Zarly tights. They're rehearsal ones. I really like them. I think it's really good quality. I feel better wearing them than if I was just wearing like Capezio or body wrappers. A little bit more expensive, obviously, than those 2 brands I just mentioned, but I think it's definitely worth it. It just like makes your lines, especially for ballet, look a little bit better. So I usually have 1 or 2 pairs of regular pink tights, because you never know if something's gonna rip. At least you know you have it. And then I'll keep a leotard or 2 extra just in case, because you never know. Sometimes like I've left the house without like having one, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I'm really happy that I had one in my bag the whole time. This one is a Lucky Leo. Not necessarily helpful if I'm missing like a technique class, but it works better than having nothing. I forget the style actually. I'll pull it up so you can see, but I think it's really pretty. It has the mesh on the top and then this pretty floral pattern. But yeah, it's one of my favorite leotards actually. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have any of these items, or if anything surprised you, I guess, like maybe the rosin spray or something like that. I'll be filming a video about my pointe shoe history, I guess, reviewing the Euro stretch. So if you are interested in that, be sure to let me know, and I will see you guys next time.